Good morning, family. It is I, Mr. Romer. Today's date is June 3rd, 2020. The time is 9:44. I have a stuffy nose. Just hay feverish stuff. Good morning. A couple of things as we move forward. One, I'm going back through all my words of the day and quizzes and things and realizing that as I'm creating these things, I am not putting in the email request. So there's no way that I can tell that you guys did any of the lecture series, terms of the day, salutations, and answered the questions. The questions were answered, but they had no emails attached to them. It was just like you had submitted a piece of paper with an answer on it with no name at the top. I had no way of knowing who did what. So what I have done is I have deleted all responses to all the quizzes and all of the testing for word of the day and lectures where there was no email submission. So I would like you guys to go back through and answer the questions again, making sure that every quiz or test or submission that you have, the very first line in the quiz or test or assignment area is your email address. If there is no email address, you will not get credit for doing any of the work. Secondly, attendant to that, any questions that I have listed that are funny, hysterical, jokey, enjoyable, although witty and funny, please do not click on them as answers, as you will not be able to unclick them. Please recognize that these tests and quizzes are graded and submitted to the Department of Labor's Job Corps Westover Automotive spreadsheet system for grade reporting. It's a thing. I have to report these grades. So if you go through one of my quizzes, as I've seen several of you have done, clicking on all the funny answers, you're going to get a 0 or a 20 or a 40 failing grades. And these things are posted. Please don't do that. Make a genuine attempt to watch my videos and then answer properly. You can giggle at the funny answers that I've set aside, because that's where a lot of my energy goes to, is making sure that we can all get a laugh when we're doing the quiz and actually learning something. When you've watched one of my videos or watched one of the videos from my fun quizzes, there's two. So this is going to be, it was term of the day morning salutations, but it's really turned into the morning lecture. Like every morning we would go and hang out in the classroom and we'd talk for 2 hours about automotive stuff. And although King is not here on my video because he can't come over to my house, rather than taking a 2 hour video, I take a 1 hour video and King can do his thing. So this is my assistance to you in doing that. Hold on 1 second. Ow, too bright. Just enough. I don't want to see the light. Hold on. I have a brand new little light next to my table. Perfect. So, that being said, it is up to you guys to make sure that when you do any of the work, that it is make sure that there's an email header at the top. You don't answer the questions in the funny way. I know it's hilarious, but it really is graded stuff, and I kind of set it up so that if you do answer all the right way, then you get 100. You just have to pay attention. And no, I do make trick questions in there. So please watch the videos through its entirety. It's just time for you, instead of looking at kitty cat videos or the Horn Pub, it's the pub where you drink in a Horn Pub. Yeah, that place. Or videos on the YouTube of 13-20 quarter mile videos, Russian drag racing, and all the other automotive spots that I know that my automotive students go to. If you can devote a lot of time looking at that, or playing Call of Duty or DayZ or Fortnite. Sorry, I said Fortnite. You can devote to watching a 1-hour video of me talking about class, talking about life, talking about all the things that we would talk about normally in our classroom. Okay. Also, I need you guys to do me a favor. I have a list of names of individuals who have not yet accepted invites to the automotive class. And I think a lot of it is based on errors on how they put their names into the system. If any of you guys are friends with anyone listed here, reach out to them, talk to each other on Facebook. I will do so after the video. I'm going to go through my Facebook and I will do so. And today's video is going to be, it might be a two-parter, this one and then another one. So, or I might just put this one on pause while I answer a call. I think I'll do that. I'll put this video on pause, go do a Zoom with my boss, and then come back to you guys. But the following people need to check their emails and put their names in lowercase only. I know people have said, well, you're supposed to be capital first letter, last name, then capital first letter, first name. I've been going through and finding out a lot of the original emails for your Job Corps are lowercase. So Ferris Abushi, Angel Alvarado Sanchez, Aziz Bennett, Louis Sereno, Louis Colon, Kenneth Johnson, Colby Litchfield, Alberto Morales, Austin Ottoman Yellow, Tyler Remillard, Vincent Sabater. Sabater is interesting. We've been spelling your name, Vincent, Sabater. That's good. However, there was a typo when they made your original email. And I don't know how to correct this other than you getting into contact with Miss Rashida. But anybody here that's friends with Vincent Sabater, let him know that they misspelled his name on the at live.jobcorps.org email address. He's listed as Saberter, Saberter.Vincent at live.jobcorps.org. So they misspelled his last name, which they're ridiculous at just the inability of people spelling names. David Shakespeare, who I don't know who that is. David Shakespeare, maybe a new student. I don't know who you are, but apparently you're an automotive student. Nathan Torres, Joseph White, Michael Wilson. So if any of you guys that check into my daily videos, my morning lectures, know of any one of these individuals and are in contact with them, reach out to them immediately and say, please call Mr. Romer, and give them, my phone number, 413-313-2345. You can give them my email address as romer.kurt. I'll spell it ROHMER period KURT @ jobcorps.org. There's no live. It's just jobcorps.org. Also, you can reach me at my normal Gmail address, which is KURTROHMER @ gmail.com. It's my first and last name, kurtromer@gmail.com. I'm an original. That's how long I've had my email address. It is literally just my first and last name together. No dots, no 173, no, crazy additions to it. Literally, just my first and last name. I imagine it's worth something. Anyways, yes, have them reach out to me. And I know I'm talking with Evstathios, and I just talked to him, which is why I didn't list his name here, because I am personally in contact with him, trying to get into contact with Faris Abushi to let him know that he's capitalizing his last name in the in the student portal, the @live address, so not to capitalize that, so he'll be able to be invited into the Job Corps classroom and do classwork, because they are, as with me, they are cracking down. And I think a little bit of this PSA, public service announcement, before I pause this, is going to be acknowledging the fact that Job Corps is now really cracking down on attendance and participation. So between the written attendance that I can submit and watching this video and answering the question, it constitutes enough so that I can write down in my notes and King can write down in his notes GC attendance and class participation. Bingo. Which is what they want. I need to be able to prove it. I need to be able to have, and this is the other part, which is why submitting your emails is so important. So let's say they come back and they say, "Oh, all right, on June the 3rd, Mr. Romer, it says that 22 students watched your video and submitted paperwork." And I said, "Yeah, yep, they did." "Okay, where's the data for that?" And I'll go, "Oh, okay. Here's the spreadsheet I can print out with all of the students who submitted their email addresses and a timestamp for when they did the quiz," because that's what happens. You do the quiz. When you hit submit, at the bottom, it creates a time and date stamp in the spreadsheet, and it's proof positive that you were there. Inarguable. You can't argue with it. So then the attendance, which has its own date and time stamp, which is just saying I was here, and the work, which says you answered questions that the only way you'd know the answer to is if you watched my video, that shows participation. Okay? I'm not here to jam anybody up. I'm not going to make it so that, I have 20 questions that are like at the 12-minute and 59-second mark. What did Mr. Romer talk about? Or you have to go into the video and go to the 12-minute 59. It'll be general response questions like, "Hey, what are the 3 topics that Mr. Romer spoke about?" And if you watch this video, it's, "Oh yeah, he talked about this, this, and this." Easy, because I remember. I don't have to remember the specifics at what time or what specific item. It might be so simple as the security question would be, "What color shirt did Mr. Romer wear in the video?" Right? Unless you're watching the video, you don't know. Well, you can see my little thumbnail picture, but you see what I'm saying. Like today's magic word of the day, secret word of the day, will be what can it be? I'm like, I don't even know what to say at this, because like 100 different things come through my head. Oh, okay, here's my magic word of the day, because I was designing one today. Motorhome. Motorhome is the word of the day. There you go. So I guarantee you I'm going to have one of the questions on the bottom of the quiz today, after this video, is, "What was the secret word of the day that Mr. Romer asked?" And you guys are going to write in motorhome. Because if you've watched the video in its entirety, you'll know that was the name. There's going to be more information, because it's not just one question. There's going to be about 5 questions that will handle different points of this. So you have to watch the entire video. Don't stop the video just because I said motorhome. You've got to go and listen to this whole video, because there's going to be more information, and the questions will reflect to the different topics that I touch upon. That's it about that. All right, now I'm going to put it on pause. I'm going to do my Zoom meeting. I'm going to come back, restart the video. You won't notice any difference. I'll just be like here, then here, and that'll be that one little moment where things change. And then we'll talk about the words of the day and the glossary of the Automotive Maintenance and Light Repair Manual by CDX Automotive. All right, so I'll see everybody in a moment.